What led thousands of ARMY members to take to the streets demanding justice? This question has become a major spotlight after shocking reports about alleged unfair treatment received by Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, during his mandatory military service. This issue has shaken South Korea's public and international communities, sparking widespread discussions about the treatment of celebrities fulfilling their national duties. Initial reports indicate that Jungkook, known for his extraordinary talent and humble personality, reportedly experienced treatment considered unfair compared to his fellow unit members. This sparked outrage among his fans, ARMY, who quickly organized massive protests in front of South Korea's military headquarters. ARMY, BTS's famously loyal fanbase, urged the military to provide clarification. Through a series of official statements and social media posts, fans expressed their concerns about the alleged discrimination Jungkook faced. Was he truly treated differently because of his celebrity status? Anonymous sources from within the military claimed that Jungkook was assigned heavier physical tasks than those typically given to other celebrities in the military. Is this a form of punishment, or merely part of a new policy? The South Korean Ministry of Defense issued a brief statement, but it failed to quell the controversy. So far, no substantial evidence has supported or refuted these allegations. However, the military's silence has worsened the situation. Why are they choosing to remain quiet? The streets of Seoul were filled not only with Korean armies, but also with international fans who flew to Korea to show their solidarity. How could one name, Jungkook, unite fans from around the globe in such a collective action? This issue has sparked broader discussions about how celebrities are treated during their mandatory military service. Should celebrities be treated the same as ordinary citizens, or do they require special protection due to their status? Jungkook, known for his professional image and optimistic demeanor, has remained steadfast in public before beginning his military duty. However, reports from unnamed military colleagues reveal another side of his life during service. He always tries to smile, but we know he feels pressured, said an anonymous soldier who claimed to have served with him. Such revelations have convinced ARMY that something is wrong behind the scenes, something that must be brought to light. The question arises, why does someone like Jungkook, who has brought South Korea's name to the global stage, seem to be receiving unjust treatment? Is this merely a misunderstanding, or does it reflect systemic unfairness in how celebrities are treated? The streets around South Korea's military headquarters turned into a sea of people. The demonstrations were peaceful but charged with emotion. We're not here to demand special treatment for Jungkook. We're here to demand justice and transparency, said one fan in an interview with local media. If he did something wrong, tell us what it is. But if not, why is he being treated this way? This global reaction has increased pressure on the military to provide a more detailed explanation. The issue affects not only Jungkook and ARMY, but also opens broader discussions among South Korean celebrities. Several stars who have completed their military service have begun speaking out, albeit indirectly. I think some things in this system need to change. Sometimes we forget that celebrities are human too, wrote a famous actor in an Instagram post that quickly went viral. While not explicitly mentioning Jungkook, the comment was seen as implicit support for Jungkook, who has been under public scrutiny for much of his life. This issue undoubtedly impacts his mental health. Being a global figure is no easy feat, especially when societal expectations are so high. Social psychologists interviewed by local media stated that celebrities serving in the military often face far greater pressure than ordinary soldiers. The burden to prove they are equal often pushes them beyond their physical and mental limits, said Dr. Han Ji-won, a psychologist specializing in celebrity studies in South Korea. A critical question emerges. Is South Korea's military system fair for all its citizens? Or does it have discriminatory loopholes that need addressing? Big hit music. BTS's agency finally broke its silence after a wave of criticism and questions from media and fans. In an official statement, Big Hit said they are conducting an internal investigation into the reports. We always support our members, including during their military service. We will ensure that no injustice goes unnoticed, their statement read. However, this statement only raised more questions. Why didn't Big Hit provide more detailed information? Are they afraid of worsening the situation, or is there something they are trying to hide? At the time of writing, the controversy surrounding Jungkook's treatment in the military is far from resolved. Protests continue, fans' demands grow louder, but the answers they seek remain elusive. This situation shows how even a global celebrity is not immune to societal pressures and systemic injustices. Will Jungkook receive the justice demanded by his millions of fans? Or will this case become just a footnote in South Korea's military history? One thing is certain. This issue has opened many eyes to how celebrities are treated within the military system. And who knows, perhaps significant change is on the horizon. The controversy over alleged unfair treatment of Jungkook during military service has divided public opinion. On one hand, reports from ARMY, the loyal BTS fanbase, suggest that Jungkook faced unjust treatment. On the other hand, doubts have arisen. Is Jungkook truly a victim? Or is this issue exaggerated for media and public attention? As readers, you may feel moved by these reports. But let's consider a deeper question. Is all the information presented accurate? Or is it just a narrative designed to create hype? There's no denying that media plays a big role in shaping public opinion. Issues like this attract media attention because they touch on elements readers love: fame, emotion, and controversy. Articles, vlogs, and reviews about this issue have appeared across various platforms, all trying to analyze the truth behind the reports. However, we need to ask, is the media merely reporting information, or are they also stirring up the situation to gain clicks and readers? As readers, you may feel that the media often highlights the dramatic side of a story without considering the full facts. This makes us think further. Is this news really about seeking justice for Jungkook, or is it just being sensationalized for popularity? Finally, the biggest question we need to ponder is, do you believe Jungkook was truly treated unfairly, or is this just a narrative exaggerated by his fanbase and the media? We want to hear your thoughts. How do you view this issue? Do you think it reflects reality, or is it just a sensational story used to grab attention? Let's discuss and search for the truth together. Your comments can help open new perspectives for others today. As readers, you have the power to shape the narrative in society. By thinking critically and seeking clear facts, we can avoid falling into the trap of hoaxes and help create healthier discussions. So, after reading this article, what's your opinion? Do you think this is a reality worth fighting for, or just unnecessary drama? Share your views in the comments, or spread this article to start discussions in your circle.